All right, so here today we do got some exciting things to talk about for you free-to-play players. I know you're gonna look at the gem account and be like, you have no right to speak about that. It's my JB account, calm down. I still have my global, which is basically a free-to-play account, and I still run that normally and everything. I had this account for showcasing units, and now there's no point to that. Basically, but who cares? Beyond that, we're going to talk about everything regarding the costume shop, what's up and coming, and why there's a bit of bait here that I want you all to realize before investing. We're then going to talk about what to invest into if you've already, given up the cope on that bait or don't give a damn and you need things to pick up. We'll talk about that here today. First things first, let's talk about point number one. There's things active, such as a banner. The banner is going to be for Meliodas and Elizabeth. Skipping an end of year banner is probably the stupidest thing you could ever do. So, skipping this banner, not intelligent. Now, make sure you plan accordingly, you summon accordingly, you go for Elizabeth and Melly if that is what you need to do. Okay? When it comes to these type of units, New Year's banner, you're not getting them back potentially for what? 4-ish, 5-ish, 6-ish, months-ish? Yeah, it's going to be a while. And these characters are very powerful and very good to have. So plan accordingly. If you're skipping, be my guest. I can't stop you. That's there. Now, beyond the purchase of this banner, there's a part 2 banner. Whether that is anything that strikes your fancy, who gives a damn? I don't care if it strikes your fancy. It's horrible because you don't want to summon for something like that at a time like this when there's a festival active, there's a costume sale active, and there's a maybe potentially a chance a collaboration happens. Remember last year, a collaboration popped up in January. I know people say that, a collaboration can't happen. It can. It happened last year, which means it's fair game to happen this year. We don't know for sure, but it is fair game. Make that clear. So, make your decision. Before wailing out on a costume sale, be like, okay, when does the costume sale end? To answer that question, the costume sale will leave when it comes to the discount on around the final day of the festival, which is I think the 31st. So that's there. When does it said it when they end basically. So 31st. Now, given the current trajectory of how this game is going, you'll know what the update is around a week prior to this date because of how leaks operate and other information and the teases, wink wink, operate. So we'll know around a week before this leaves. So make your decision then if that's what you want to do. If you don't care, you don't give a damn of anything I just said, now it's costume sale time. What do you want at the costume sale? What is worth it to invest into? What is happening to the game? The game is functioning all day today, and when I record a video, it dies. That's lovely. The costume sale has everything active from basically Balder. You don't have Lancelot, though, by the way. So Balder and backwards. Whoa, Balder backwards. You have all of that stuff active. So, do you run Balder team? Do you like any of the Balder cosmetics? That's up to you. Balder isn't really a PvP character anymore, let's be very honest here, but he might be a cool character to you that you want to invest into. He does have some really nice strip here, but it depends on what you want to do. When it comes to Thor, unknown team still has a lot of playability, okay? Depending on the unknown team that you're running. Yes, this character may not run exactly with Millum or whatever the unknown team that you're running is, might be different, but Thor is a staple to a lot of good unknown teams, and she has some great combat class. She has some great combat class gains, obviously from the costumes here, and she has some great costumes. So, if you're a person running unknown team, this is your chance to pick up a character for a skin over here for a discount while it's active. Just remember also, make sure to verify all your characters. Some of them might have picked up enough Hawk Pass skins and free skins to where they're good to go. Some of them had Labyrinth skins, some of them had newer skins that were for free. Verify before purchasing. Make sure if you want to max somebody out, you max out the correct character. I know that a lot of people like running Somnock with Millum. And Millum still is a really good character. So, if that is something that you're going for, well, there is a pickup over here. They are all on discount, depending on all of you unknown players. That's for you. Percival, I'll be very honest with you, I don't see him as much, let's be honest. Lancelot is more of the one you see, maybe Escanor, Arthur, those are kind of it. Nauseance has kind of taken the place to a degree. If you need your Percy on bench or whatever, if Sigurd's on the bench for you, whatever you're running, this is your pickup for human team. Gother for Millum team or anything unknown team related. Escanor still, you've seen it, Escanor is still a monster that never changes and that will never change. If you want to go and finally build out your Escanor with some of the best costumes, he has some absolutely amazing costumes, by the way, when he does pick up these ones over here in the shop. So if you haven't picked the Labyrinth one, if you're missing some of the costumes, or if you just want Escanor's drip, that is active for you. Gelda works on Demon Team. You've seen Gelda on Demon Team constantly, and Meliodas, right, brought back, hardcore Demon Team. You can run a lot of different variations of Demon Team. Arthur, whatever it is, humans still exist and they're still solid. Yeah, they got nuked a little bit, but you know, you could still run it. You could still run it when it comes to the human race. That's still there. Old Melly, kind of, compared to new Melly, obviously not there. Old Ellie, compared to obviously Melly and Ellie, I don't know about that one. Hell is there. If you want to run unknown team, you still use her as an older unit. Demon King, you know, we're getting a bit back here, but Tier, maybe you're still rocking that over there. Keep in mind. Bond, if you're running that still. Roxy, if you're still running that also. Again, human team has changed. It's a lot of different metas here, but who knows? You all could be rocking a different team for fun, for whatever, your waifu, whatever. If you like a costume like this over here, be my guest and purchase it. There was no issue with that. Mayel, maybe you're running the newest goddess team, and that works for you. You're letting Mayel be basically cucked out by Melly. That's kind of what that is when he's on the team with them. Basically what it is. Freya, that's over there as well. Old Melly, old Escanor. If you need anybody for bench CC, okay, box CC, whatever, that's a different thing. But bench, you need someone. If you're running Cusack still, you could buy Cusack's entire set. If you need Merlin, depending on also bench units with like Cusack, Chandler, and characters like that, that's also a thing that you have to consider. If you're like, hey, I still use Nanashi and I use Nanashi daily, well, get Nanashi's costumes. Well, I use Sigurd. I don't have any Sigurd costumes. Get Sigurd's costumes. Remember, make sure to verify who your bench unit is and just max out the one team that you're running, the one team that you really like. Try maxing them out. Use them for a bit. It's up to you. The biggest thing is, obviously, I will say this. When it comes for free-to-plays to like buying cosmetics, is it ever worth it? It depends. Because remember, the meta changes so quickly. It's not even funny. Yes, Nanashi and a few other characters have remained staple when it comes to their teams and such. But the meta changes very rapidly. So investing into a character might mean that tomorrow the character is dead. Like if you invest in a Milim, well, you know, your stocks are rising constantly. That's different. So just keep it in mind. Sometimes it changes. Sometimes it's not like that. So always plan accordingly. If you're running Hanlu and Estarossa, just remember that's there. If you're running Tarmlink, remember Tarmlink has to get built. If you don't have any of the costumes, there's that. Green Saria Link. You are getting into like lower tier characters over here. Maybe nothing crazy unless I'm missing it. Nothing really crazy. If you just like an outfit, like you really like an outfit, then go for the outfit. Just make sure box CC, bench associations, and those things are all cleared out because that's where like the real highlight is when it comes to gaining CC and being able to out CC in PvP and win matches. So just always keep that in the back of your head here. But as you can see over here, we're getting a little bit lower. If you're running anything on Fairy Team, build your Fairy Team. I didn't really list that much on Fairy Team here, but there is a lot that Fairy Team does possess. And then we're getting to the top over here. All this stuff is also back on discount. If you were really looking forward to one of these skins here, they are for older and much less used characters. But if you really like this Jericho skin, be my guest and purchase the Jericho skin. If you really like this Gila skin, be my guest and buy them. Who gives a damn? There's also the Christmas ones that are still active for 3 more days. If you want any of them, you're more than welcome to cop one of them. If this is like, oh my god, you know, for you, or if this is like, that's mine for you, consider doing so. That is also active. But that's mainly what they have over here. Nauseans and this Percy also aren't on sale. A lot of costumes that were recent are not on sale. Basically, Human Team just didn't get the sale. If you look at it, right, Nauseans, Percy, and then Lancelot. Everybody else got the sale, and it's pretty good. So make your decision on which one to do regarding that. That's the mistakes not to make, things to avoid when it comes to purchasing here. Just keep in mind, a collaboration could be up and coming, and spending gems right now could be a little bit detriment to you. Could be detrimental to your account. Remember that. So do what you want. Take care. That's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Pretty simple stuff.